Let's get right to the latest on the shocking news that ended the career of CIA Chief David Petraeus. ABC senior foreign affairs correspondent Martha Raddatz has covered the four-star general for years. It's been all over this story from the start. Good morning, Martha.
Good morning, George. This morning, we know that the woman at the heart of the investigation that led to David Petraeus' downfall is a family friend of Petraeus, who his lover apparently felt threatened by.
The affair would likely never have come to light if not for this woman. Her name is Jill Kelley, seen leaving her Tampa Bay home Sunday evening. She and her husband are longtime supporters of the military. Officials say Kelley is not romantically linked to David Petraeus. She and her husband are family friends of the Petraeuses. But earlier this year, about the time that Petraeus and Paula Broadwell were breaking off their affair, Kelley began receiving anonymous emails, which she found so threatening she went to authorities. The FBI traced the emails to Broadwell's computer, where they found salacious and explicit emails between Broadwell and Petraeus that made it clear, say officials, that Broadwell and the nation's CIA director were having an affair. The 40-year-old Broadwell had extraordinary access to the 60-year-old general in Afghanistan as his official biographer, a plum assignment for a novice writer.
For him to allow the very first biography to be written about him, to be written by someone who had never written a book before, seemed very odd to me.
Despite the amount of time they spent together in Afghanistan, friends say Petraeus claims that he and Broadwell began their affair only after he was out of the Army. If that turns out not to be true, he could face prosecution for adultery. Despite the lengthy investigation, the White House says it was not made aware of it until last Wednesday.
It just doesn't add up that the FBI would be carrying on this type of investigation without, again, bringing it to the to the president or the highest levels of the White House.
There are, in fact, numerous questions that remain. This also frustrates some on Capitol Hill because Dave Petraeus was supposed to appear on the Hill about the CIA's response to the attack in Benghazi, Libya last September, George.
And Martha, there's also a lot of suspicion out there that this was covered up until after the election. In fact, the investigation had been going on for several months. Any evidence of that?
Well, we don't know exactly when senior justice and FBI officials knew about this, but surely before the election. They can argue that investigations should be kept private until they are complete and that this was not a matter of national security. But others say if you have the CIA director involved in something like this, that could open him up to blackmail, George.
Okay, Martha, thanks very much.